Theodore Robert Bundy, you are charged, indictment, 2 counts burglary, 2 counts murder in the first degree, 3 counts attempted murder in the first degree. Design or intent to effect the death of said Lisa Levy.
My chance to talk to the press.
Contrary to section 78204 Florida statute.
I'll plead not guilty right now.
In the quiet town of Burlington, Vermont, there lived a young man named Ted Bundy. On the surface, Ted appeared to be a charming and charismatic individual, with an air of intelligence that captivated those around him. Little did anyone suspect the dark and sinister secrets that lay hidden beneath his charming facade. As a child, Ted had a seemingly normal upbringing. He excelled academically and showed a keen interest in various subjects. However, as he grew older, a twisted darkness began to take hold of his mind. The urges and desires that swirled within him became impossible to resist. Ted's sinister journey started slowly, with petty thefts and acts of vandalism. But as his dark desires grew stronger, he embarked on a much more sinister path. He began to target vulnerable young women, luring them into his web of deceit with his charm and charisma. Ted would carefully select his victims, stalking them from a distance, studying their routines and vulnerabilities. He would approach them under the guise of a friendly stranger, gaining their trust before leading them to their ultimate demise. One by one, women began to disappear, leaving behind a wake of fear and confusion. The authorities were perplexed by the series of disappearances, unable to connect the dots. But Ted reveled in the thrill of his twisted game, always one step ahead of the law. One of the most well-known and heinous crimes committed by Ted Bundy occurred on the evening of January 15, 1978, in the Chi Omega sorority house at Florida State University in Tallahassee, Florida. Bundy gained access to the sorority house by entering through an unlocked door. Inside, he proceeded to brutally attack 4 young women while they were sleeping. The victims were Margaret Bowman, Lisa Levy, Karen Chandler, and Kathy Kleiner. Bundy used a wooden club, which he found in the house, to bludgeon his victims, inflicting severe head injuries. Margaret Bowman and Lisa Levy suffered the most brutal assaults. Lisa Levy was sexually assaulted and strangled, while Margaret Bowman received severe head trauma. Bundy left behind a scene of unimaginable horror, with the sorority sisters fighting for their lives. Sadly, Margaret Bowman succumbed to her injuries and died as a result of the attack. Lisa Levy, although gravely injured, was initially found alive but tragically passed away a few hours later. The remaining victims, Karen Chandler and Kathy Kleiner, managed to survive the vicious attack, but they suffered serious injuries and endured a long road to recovery. This particular crime sent shockwaves through the community and garnered widespread media attention, adding to the growing recognition of Ted Bundy as a depraved and cold-blooded killer. As the body count rose, the media began to take notice. The mysterious disappearances became national news, striking fear into the hearts of women across the country. Ted's dark deeds were now etched into the collective consciousness, forever staining the name of Ted Bundy. But even the most cunning and elusive killers make mistakes, and Ted's downfall was imminent. In a chilling turn of events, he was finally apprehended during a routine traffic stop. The police discovered suspicious objects in his car, hinting at the horrific truth that lay beneath his charismatic facade. As the evidence mounted, Ted's true nature was exposed to the world. His trial became a media spectacle, with people tuning in from all corners of the nation to witness the face of pure evil. The courtroom was filled with tension and horror as the gruesome details of his crimes were laid bare. As Ted Bundy settled into his life behind bars, his magnetic personality and manipulative skills continued to captivate those around him. His notoriety from his highly publicized trial and the shocking details of his crimes attracted attention from all corners, including numerous women who found themselves strangely drawn to him. Eventually, Ted Bundy was found guilty of multiple counts of murder, and the judge sentenced him to death. The once charming and charismatic man had been unmasked as a cold-blooded killer, forever etched in the annals of criminal history. Bundy's good looks, eloquence, and ability to project a charismatic persona worked their magic even in the confines of prison. He became adept at cultivating relationships with female admirers, often engaging in extensive correspondence with them. Many of these women were attracted to the dangerous allure that surrounded Bundy, while others believed in his innocence or were fascinated by the psychology of a serial killer. The media played a significant role in amplifying Bundy's fame. His interviews, courtroom appearances, and ongoing coverage of his case captivated the public's attention. Newspapers, magazines, and television broadcasts eagerly reported on every aspect of his life, fueling the fascination surrounding him. In his interactions with his admirers, Bundy skillfully manipulated their emotions, playing on their sympathies and desires. Some of these women sent him love letters, gifts, and even marriage proposals. Bundy's ability to maintain relationships from behind bars was a testament to his charisma and the allure of danger. Psychologists and criminologists were equally intrigued by Bundy's twisted mind. They saw him as a case study, an opportunity to gain insight into the psyche of a serial killer. Books, documentaries, and interviews were produced, delving into the dark recesses of his mind and attempting to unravel the enigma of his motivations. Ultimately, Ted Bundy was sentenced to death and met his fate in the electric chair on January 24, 1989. His execution marked the end of his reign of terror, but the scars he left behind on the lives of his victims and their loved ones remain eternal. The legacy of Ted Bundy serves as a chilling reminder that evil can often lurk behind a charming smile and an intelligent demeanor. It emphasizes the importance of remaining vigilant, listening to our instincts, and recognizing that monsters can walk among us in plain sight. While society moved on from the horrors committed by Ted Bundy, the impact of his actions continued to reverberate through the lives of those affected. The story of Ted Bundy stands as a haunting cautionary tale, forever etching in our collective memory the need for vigilance and the recognition that evil can take many forms.
Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our new videos.